Hey guys, happy Friday. This is the 9th day of Vlogmas. Oh my goodness gracious. Can't believe I've really been doing this for 9 days since I've wanted to stop doing it for the last like 7. So today I decided I am going to do something different. I am going to film a YouTube made me buy it video. And obviously this is not something, hey bud. Oh, Luke came over to say hi. He's giving me paw. Hey bud, hey bud. Do you want to come here? Do you want to get on my lap? Come here bud. Come here. I don't know if you guys can see him, but there he is. Hi baby, hi baby. Oh, YouTube didn't make me buy you, no. All right bud, all right. Oh, he's trying to get up. You can't get up, bud. Oh, stretches on mama. Oh, okay, bud, hold on. I don't have too much longer. All right, bud. So I'll, oh, he's so cute. So anyway, I've seen a few of these on YouTube. I've seen many of these on YouTube, and I decided that I wanted to film one of my own, and most of them are more makeup related, and this one is definitely makeup heavy. I have a few skincare and hair care items and some clothing pieces, but for the most part it's mostly makeup, so mostly stuff you guys have probably seen before, but I thought I'd do something different other than having you guys follow me around all day and see what your thoughts are. So please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and leave any comments below, any makeup products that you, or skincare or hair care or whatever kind of things that you bought because of YouTube, and if you like them, if you didn't like them, and also if you have any video ideas for me. I would love to hear what you guys think about my vlogs and about my videos in general, and if there's anything in particular that you guys would like to see from me. So now let's get into what YouTube made me buy. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to talk about, clothing items, and the first one is what I actually have on right now. It is this very pale pink sweater. If you guys can see it, has more of a wide neckline, and it has these really awesome sleeves. They're like fitted towards the top, and then they kind of bell out, but instead of belling out all the way down through the hands and the fingers, they cinch back up at the wrist, and I think it adds like a really fun twist to just a regular sweater. And so the reason that I actually say that YouTube made me bought this is because I was watching a video that Tamara did, and she was mentioning how she loves light colors for winter, because most people tend to gravitate towards darker color items in the winter, in the cold months, and she said she just loves wearing light, bright, more like pastel colors is what I took from the video. And I was like, that's interesting, because I do always wear like just really dark it's kind of gloomy colors, but I love I wish my whole wardrobe was just full of black sweaters and t-shirts, but so I saw her video. I was like, oh man, I should try to expand and broaden my horizons. And so I was actually in Nordstrom, and I found this sweater, and it's from the brand Halogen, and I can link it down below in the description box for you guys if you guys like it. Okay, so now to get into all of the other items that YouTube made me buy. and I'm going to break it more into category just because I feel like that is what makes sense. So Luke keeps giving me paw. Oh, hey bud. He just really loves attention. So I'm going to start off with a few foundations that YouTube made me buy. And the first one is the one that I love the most. It's one of my most favorite makeup purchases of all time, to be honest. And it is my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I'm in the shade 5.5 and I really love this. I saw Jaclyn Hill rave about this in many videos and I just absolutely love it. It goes on really smooth. It's a thinner consistency and I would say it's a good medium coverage for me. I can build it up to a more full coverage, but I've heard some people say that it isn't full enough coverage for them, but it seems to, if I need extra coverage, I can kind of like add it more to my problem areas, which are like my cheeks and my bottom cheeks. Just kidding. I feel like this is, I guess, your jawline, but I'm always like, this is kind of like my bottom part of my cheek and my top part of my cheek. So this area, it gets a little red, so sometimes I need extra coverage. So I add more and I'm able to with that one. And it blends really nicely. I can use a brush or a beauty blender for that, and I just really love the coverage that it gives me. And my face is, I guess, probably a combination, but it goes through various phases, and whether I'm having like a dry day or an oily day, this stuff really rocks. The next foundation that YouTube made me buy is this L'Oreal True Match Lumi, which, excuse the cap, it's disgusting. And I should probably just throw it away because I really don't like it. I don't really know what I don't like about it, but I just don't think it really sat well on my skin, and it kind of didn't last the entire day, and it just really wasn't my favorite. I do love the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation, and that is obviously really affordable as well, and that just, it really reminds me kind of the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, at least in how it works on my skin. But the Lumi one, which I know so many people like, I heard it raved on YouTube, but it really just doesn't work well for me. Next thing that I'm going to talk about are concealers. I actually never used concealer before watching YouTube. I mean, maybe occasionally over the years I would pick up a few to like spot correct, but I never really did like the whole upside down triangle under your eye or down the bridge of your nose, or like I never really used them for highlighting purposes until I watched YouTube. And I was like, man, like those girls look so good with their concealer and their highlighted and brightened under eyes. Like, let me let me get in on that. I need some of that in my life. So I went out and bought the Urban Decay, oh, hey bud, the Urban Decay Naked Skin in the shade Light Neutral. And this was another one that Jaclyn Hill raved about. And she said it was her favorite concealer, hands down, of all time. So I was like, I have to try that. And I can say it is not my favorite concealer, hands down, of all time. I know it works really well for some people, but for me, it even after setting it, it would still crease, and I feel like it was drying under my eye. And I know that's not what it's supposed to be, but it ended up being pretty drying, and it just didn't look very nice. And I felt like it gave me a lot of texture. I have really sensitive skin, and actually most things end up reacting bad to my skin, and I use them anyway, but that one was more. Next is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, not foundation, concealer. The Fit Me concealer in the shade Sand Sable. 20 Sand Sable, that's what it's called. And this is, I forget who, where I heard this from. I think I was watching a bunch of favorite drugstore makeup, and I heard about this one and this one, the Maybelline Age Rewind, and I decided to give them both the try. The Fit Me is definitely definitely has more coverage for me than the Maybelline Age Rewind, but I actually like this one better, and I use it in the shade Neutralizer. And Neutralizer has more of a yellowy undertone, and I feel like it really just brightens and color corrects under my eyes, and it is not too full coverage for me because I really don't, with the, you know, foundation and concealer, when I put both of those on in a day, I feel like I don't need that much coverage for my concealer, so I really like this one. And I like the little sponge tip applicator. It's so cute, and it really, for me, just puts on the perfect amount of product. All right, next up I have some powders, some face powders that I heard about from YouTube. The first one is the Laura Mercier loose setting powder, the translucent one, and I'd heard so many people talk about this for baking, for setting their under eyes, for just kind of all over setting their makeup, and I was like, oh my goodness gracious, like, I need to have that. I need to look airbrushed and flawless all day long, because that's what they said would happen. And what happened when I used this is that I just looked like a dry, cakey mess. I did not look airbrushed or flawless. And then I heard about the RCMA no color powder, the RCMA no color powder, and I heard about this through lots of different YouTubers, and I really do like it. It is in a huge, I mean huge thing. You can see the different sizes. This is full size, and yes, this is travel size, but even for full size, this is still, I mean, it's less than $15, maybe 11, 12, 13 bucks. I mean, it is super cheap and you get so much. The only thing that sucks is, see, the top, it gets everywhere. And so usually I don't ever use that little thing. I mean, it looks like what you get like your McCormick spices in, you know? I mean, that's kind of weird. So what I do is I just take off the top and kind of do this little little dance with it. You know, this little maneuver. And oh my gosh, Luke! Luke was just humping Ray. He likes to hump her lately since she got fixed, which was in July. So when I say lately, I mean, I don't know, 5 months? It's crazy. You're crazy, bud. And he never used to do it before. And now, like, he gets all, ugh. So anyway, so yes, I like that powder. I use it to set my under eyes and my concealer. Again, like, I don't use a lot because of the tendency for my skin to get a little dry, but this still, when I don't use a lot, doesn't have the same effect of the Laura Mercier, which even if I just use a little, it is still too much. A little is still too much for me. The next one is a bronzer. It is the Butter Bronzer by Physicians. Oh, we struggle. Physicians Formula. Yay! I did it. Oh my gosh. And anybody, if you've ever seen a video of people talking about this, it really does smell. It smells like coconut, like pina coladas, like the beach, like love. That's what it smells like. Love. Oh, it smells so good. It smells really good, and I do like it, and it is pretty affordable compared to high-end bronzers, but it's very, very light. So when I spray tan, which clearly I don't normally look like this, or at least I don't naturally look like this, I spray tan. I try to once a week, so you can tell where in the week I am based on my spray tans for the most part, based on what I look like and how pale I am. And you're like, man, it's coming up on you needing a spray tan, Courtney. You'll be able to tell, because I'm sure you could in my first few videos. But yeah, so this is nice. I like it on my pale days because a lot of bronzers are too dark for me on my pale days because I'm like super pale. So I like this for that. And I probably bought this because of Kathleen Light. She's probably the one that I was most influenced by to buy this. And so I do think it's a good buy, just not for every day of the week. Just for my pale days of the week. Dun, 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 dun. Next up, this is kind of just broad, but not really broad, but they're my Morphe brushes. I have a few more. I have a few more face brushes and a few more eyeshadow brushes. and they're pretty nice. I don't, to be honest, have that much to compare them to because I was just using, like, I had some MAC brushes before and then some random ones that came in like my Urban Decay Naked palette, but I do like them, and I'm excited to try some other brands of brushes. So if you guys have any suggestions on brushes I should try out, please leave it in the comments below and I will check them out because I would love to get into some more. I would love to get into some more. I would love to try out some more brands. These are the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminators. This is the trio that I bought from Nordstrom, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago. It is one of those little holiday collection palettes that they have, and it has all 3 colors. So it has Ballerina, Gilded Honey, and Peach Glow. And Gilded Honey is the one that I probably have heard most about on YouTube through various YouTubers, and I'd always wanted to buy it. But I have a few Becca highlighters that I love, and I was like, you know, how many highlighters do I really need, blah blah blah. Because to be honest, before YouTube I've always loved makeup, but I used to be like, I had one foundation, one mascara, one eyeshadow palette, like one of everything that I just used every single day. And I was like, nope, I don't need more because I already have one. And then I started watching YouTube and I was like, oh, no, I do need more, and I need all of it. much to Charles's dismay, which because now both of our bathrooms are now just filled with all of my makeup stuff. But I ended up just going out and pretty much going crazy and buying like multiples of things. But for the highlighters, I like struggled because I was like, you know, I feel like they're all pretty similar and they all have pretty similar colors, and the good ones are good and the bad ones are bad, and the Becca ones are pretty good. Actually, I think they're really good, so I don't really need any more. Well, I was wrong because I love this. I love these highlighters, but they're not as wabam as the Becca highlighters, and they're more conservative. And so for every day when I'm going on business meetings, or just when I, you know, just want something a little more like toned down, I really like these. And I'm crazy, so I usually just end up mixing all 3 together because like, I kind of like all of them, so I'm going to use them all at once, all over my face. And I still feel like it's not too overwhelming because they are not as wabam. In a good way, though. Alright, next up I have some lip products. Lots of lip products. Lip products are something that I have plenty of, and that I really need to just stop buying because I'm just not a lip type person. I mean, I like lips, I like having lips, but I just never put product on them because I'm always drinking water, I'm always eating, and it's one of those things I hate touching my lips up. Like the rest of my face, I do it in the morning and I really don't think about it until I go to bed, and I'm like, man, now I have to wash all this off my face. But lips, I can't do that because I eat or I drink some water, I'm like, oh man, what do my lips look like? And so I buy them and it's like, man, this is gonna be great, I'm gonna wear this all the time, this is a great color, this is a great formula, this is it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to commit. It's like I psych myself into it, like I talk myself into it, like I'm going to be a lipstick, lip gloss, liquid lipstick wearing kind of girl. And then I just don't. And my poor little lip product there and wait for me to use them like once or twice a year. But needless to say, regardless of all that, I still have plenty that I bought because of YouTube. And some of them I like, and I think actually most of them that I have that I bought because of YouTube I really enjoy. So the first category I'm going to start talking about is liquid lipsticks. And I have 2 with me that are from Stila, and then I have a Smashbox one, and I have a few other random ones. I have some from Tarte. Clinique just came out with some that I've tried to color in, but these are just the ones that I grabbed. I was like, I don't need to bring out everything that I own, but I do like these. I like liquid lipsticks because they do last all day and I don't have to think about them for the most part. I do because I'm paranoid about like having them like all icky around my lips. I don't know. I'm doing like, what is that? Twinkle toes? Twinkle fingers? Remember from that movie? I don't remember what it's called, but that's what I was just doing. But I would say the Smashbox has my favorite formula. I feel like they still don't have tons of colors yet, so I am interested to see them expanding the line and seeing if they can get a better color range, because I do like the formula. I did recently order stuff from Kylie Cosmetics and I got one of her liquid lipsticks, so I'm excited to try that out as well. But if you guys have any suggestions for liquid lipsticks that you guys like and enjoy that don't dry out your lips and that last all day, then I would love to hear them, so leave it in the comments below. So next are some NYX products, and I feel like, well no, it is. The brand NYX is a brand that I totally started buying because of YouTube. I don't know if I even ever noticed them in the drugstore or Target or Ulta or wherever I went. Like I totally just like disregarded them, and so I just never really paid attention until YouTube, and all these YouTubers were talking about how affordable they are and how great products they are, and so I picked a few up. And I have some of their soft matte lip creams, and I have some of their butter glosses. The butter gloss in Creme Brulee, yeah, Creme Brulee is what I'm wearing on my lips right now, and it's a really nice, it is buttery, it is creamy, it's a really nice gloss. It's like not too opaque, but not, but it still has some nice pigment to it. And it's not too sticky, so I hate sticky glosses. Even if it means they last all day, like I cannot stand sticky glosses. Because whenever anything's on my lips, I'm like constantly like rubbing them together, which is probably why nothing lasts super long on my lips. But I hate when they stick together. So these don't, they're pretty good. I like them. And the next ones are the soft matte lip creams. The ones that I brought down with me are Istanbul and Prague. Prague is a nice kind of like fuchsia, magenta-y color, and it's kind of muted though. It's not like real bright or neon. And Istanbul is a nice pinky nude, which I like. I probably definitely gravitate towards more nude lip products than anything too bold. I mean, I have some reds and I have this Prague one, but I really, for the most part, just love a nude lip, which I feel like who doesn't, right? So the last makeup product that I'm going to mention today is this little guy, and this is the Marc Jacobs Enamored High Shine Lip Lacquer in the shade Sugar Sugar. So I first heard about this from Jaclyn Hill, and then I heard about it on Jamie Page Beauty's channel, and then pretty much lots of other YouTubers randomly I heard mention it as well. And it always looked like a really pretty gloss, but I was like, there is no way whatsoever that I'm spending that much on a lip gloss. Like, that is insane. That is crazy. And I really had no interest whatsoever, even though everyone kept talking about how great it was. I fast forward a few months, and from when I originally heard about it, and there was the VIB sale at Sephora, and it was 20% off, and I went through and I bought some stuff that I already had that I knew I would buy again and I would run out of, and then I bought a few things that were kind of like splurge items that I would want the 20% off for, and this lip gloss was one of them, and I can just tell you that it is totally worth the money. At least I think so. Like, it is a really, really nice nude gloss, and it just feels so nice. Like, I think it feels better than the NYX butter glosses. Like, I absolutely love it. Like, it is, when I first used it the first time, I was like, I don't get it, I don't see the hype, but my lips are really chapped, and so I just think when you put anything on chapped lips, like, it just doesn't look nice. And you should just like leave your lips alone until they get better. And that was definitely the case for this lip gloss. And once I had my lips not chapped like the Sahara Desert anymore, the gloss just went on so smoothly and stayed on for a while and just added like the perfect shine and the perfect sheen and the perfect amount of nude pigment. And I can say I really, truly do like the gloss, and I would definitely recommend it to you guys. So the next product I want to mention is micellar water, and not really any brand in particular, but this is the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. Next, I really want to try the Bioderma one, which I've heard lots of people rave about. This was in a store close to me, and I was like, you know what, I've been hearing about this micellar water stuff. I'm just going to give it a try. And so I did, and I really do love it to finish taking my makeup off. So how I like to use it is after I've washed my face and cleansed and exfoliated, if I'm exfoliating that day or night, what I do is take a little cotton swab and just wipe it over my face, like kind of like a toner, and just get the rest of the makeup off that is on my face. And you would be surprised, I mean like so surprised about how much is left on one of those little cotton things. Sometimes I have to use two little cotton things for my face that I washed. I'm like, what did I just wash my face for? But you need to do that. You need to get all of that stuff off. So I like to use micellar water for that, and it really just, like I said, feels so clean. And even sometimes in the mornings, I won't even wash my face. I will just use the micellar water if, I mean, maybe if I was like a hot sweaty mess while I was sleeping, then I'll like wash it, or if I'm like showering that morning. But if I'm just waking up and running out real quick, like I will just use micellar water. Alright guys, so the last product that I have to mention that YouTube made me buy was this Living Proof Full Dry Volume Blast. I actually heard Tati from Glam Life Guru talk about this in one of her videos, and she said how it helped give her like voluminous, luxurious hair. And I have fine, straight, thin, blah, lifeless hair. So I was like, if anything can give me like more wabam in my hair, then I'm gonna try it out. And almost lost the cup. But this definitely does it. Now it doesn't give me like beauty pageant hair, but it definitely gives me more, at least texture, than what I used to have. And so it always looked really nice in the mornings or right after I showered, and then by the end of the day it would just like fall like this around my face. And so what this does, it helps give it texture and helps give it some life, and I can go longer. It helps me go longer in between washes actually. Like I hate washing my hair. I like to do it as little as possible. If I could do it like once a week, that would be great. But my hair is way too fine, so I usually wash like every 3 days, and this stuff really helps extend the length of my washes, which I don't know if it's supposed to do that, but it says it gives instant lasting volume and texture, and I would definitely say it does that. So for all of my thin, fine-haired girls out there, or anyone just looking for a little more oomph in their hair, then I would definitely check this one out. Alright guys, that is it for YouTube Made Me Buy It. Yay! I'm so excited that I filmed my first kind of sit down talking to you guys about stuff I like video. This was definitely different than filming vlogs, and I'm sure while editing this I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous and awful. But regardless, I had fun. It was cool talking about all this stuff I like, and I hope you guys liked it as well. If there are any other videos you would like to see from me, or any other products or topics you guys would like me to talk about, then please leave it all in the comment section below, because I would love to hear from you guys and hear what you would like to see and what you think I should do next. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, so that way you guys can see the rest of my videos from Vlogmas. Alright, thanks guys. Have a great weekend.